Hey guys, happy Monday. It's Barry with Barry's 8-track and classic car radio repair. This time we're demonstrating an AM 8-track out of a 70 Challenger. It's now an AM FM 8-track. This comes from Brian in Campbell, Ohio, and Brian has requested just the basic internal conversion to add FM. And since we're going with a new harness in place of the original connectors, it's got a heck of a lot more output power. It is now a 4-speaker radio. Instead of a 2-output radio. So I've got it set to AM at the moment, to the one strong station I get, so we can demonstrate our, since this is now a 4-speaker radio, of course we've got our left-right original balance control, but now we also have a virtual front-rear fader, and I'll be showing how we activate and adjust that. So let's go ahead and turn it on to AM, to the one strong station I get.
Because you want to or you have to. We have 1,300 vehicles for your parts needs. Open 7 days a week.
Okay, we'll work our balance control. Balance right, left, right,
That's the letter U,
left,
az.com.
center him. Okay, now I'm going to activate the virtual front rear fader. We do that by rotating our tone control upwards twice. So let's try this. We're going to start it in the center position.
Just had a huge Hewitt. It's brought to you by You Pick It.
There we go.
Warm weather this
Okay, so now all the way front,
normal temperatures are
all the way
forecast
rear,
to continue today
front,
and tomorrow in the Prescott area,
rear.
along with dry conditions.
Okay,
Looks like we're
center
going to
him.
be warming up through the middle of the week.
Fader set.
In the low
Okay, now we're going to move over to
80s,
FM, which on this radio we do by turning it off, then right back on within about half a second. We don't need this stuff anymore. Okay, moving over to FM, and I have all 5 preset sets of stations in my area for a quick test. So here we go. Off, on. Now we're on FM.
Share what makes cult.
Okay, that one drifted a bit. Let's reset it.
It's rare, but we see it at least a few times a year.
Economists have
Frozen cost.
Federal Reserve meeting this week.
Door meal that I would from my own.
Hired finance agreement too.
There's our FM. Let's try the 8-track.
Said that life's worth the living, so get your kicks. Evil, you old people. Honey, won't you? You're the answer. Yeah, gonna stay at Heartbreak.
Okay, now because the the only thing I couldn't fix was the original eject switch, and so we have to turn the radio off for the tape to release because it's held in by a solenoid. When we turn the unit off, that solenoid no longer has power and it releases the tape. Just a couple other little notes on this unit. The capstan, the flywheel is on the bottom. A previous repair attempt involved using a length of plumbing strap to hold that capstan in place. You know that steel strap that's about 3/4 inch wide and has holes every couple inches, plumbing strap, that's what they use to hold the capstan in place. It may have worked just fine. I didn't even bother testing it because no unit's going to leave my shop with a piece of plumbing strap holding the capstan in place. That's just atrocious. So I just went back in with a flat piece of metal cut and shaped, to retain the capstan, and it works great now. I wish I would have saved it. I actually did save the piece of plumbing strap so I could show you guys, but it's understandable that I can't find it because if I see something like that in my shop, it's like, no, that contaminates the quality of my workmanship, so I may have just thrown it out. But at any rate, the unit was also missing the snap-in dial light. Let me show you the unit here. There's a dial light that snaps in, and that's what this wire originally goes to. Well, that was missing, so I had to just mount an internal LED. Since it's going to be really hard to replace, I went back in with an LED instead of an incandescent lamp, so hopefully it will never burn out. And then it was also missing these little pieces of hardware that hold the tuning or the dial lamp in place. Just a lot of little bitty things. And then this is my plunger. This is my substitute plunger. The plunger on this unit has a 540 thread, the original plunger. And a lot of times this plunger is missing, and I have to go back in with a 632, and then also supply a 632 substitute plunger. But now I'm going to take my screw back. I just use this as a temporary plunger because the customer does have his original plunger, so I did not have to replace that receptacle. I just got a 540 screw to use as a temporary track change plunger. And when, of course, the eject no longer works, don't pull on this eject plunger. It's possible that you could mess up the track change function. To eject the tape, just turn it off and then turn it back on when you remove the tape, and you'll be okay. So let's make sure the dial light works. You can see it flashing on and off in response to my command. So we're good to go here. I'm Barry with Barry's 8-Track and Classic Car Radio Repair. To reach me for service, please visit the website that's in the description below. And from the first page of that website, all you really have to do is read the entire home page and download a work order from that home page. That'll have all my options, prices, including options for turn times. And that way you'll have most of the information you're seeking before you call me with a bunch of questions. 5 minutes on, that way it's just like a 5-minute conversation to answer a couple quick questions that you might have, instead of a half-hour thing where what all do you do and how much does it cost. That's a little bit too much for my brain, guys. So please download and print a work order before calling me with a bunch of questions. Thanks so much for watching and listening. And thank you, Brian, for your business all the way from Campbell, Ohio. And we'll see you next time.